All right, this is take one of me attempting to make a video. We're gonna see how this goes. I'm doing Captain Ahab Trail in Moab. I'm at the trailhead now, about to start the trail. Beautiful day. It is pretty cold out. It's January right now, end of January. It's like 30 degrees. The sun feels good, but it is still pretty brisk. Moab doesn't usually get much snow. They might get a little bit, but it usually melts like the day of. So very little actually sticks to the ground for any considerable amount of time, which I really like. It gets cold though, cold and windy. I'll be in the sun shortly as I make my climb up to start the trail. This is a very famous trail, one of my favorite in Moab for sure, if not the country. It's just like desert tech meets flow basically. That creek is awesome looking right now. That's sweet. Little frozen creek crossing. Oh boy, it's gonna get cold. Don't worry, we got one more crossing. Right up here. Whew. So this part of the trail loops into an off-roading trail called Cliffhanger, one of the more difficult Black Diamond level off-roading trails in town too. Wow, I like almost held my weight. Yeah, this is typically a pretty gnarly obstacle, although they like removed all these rocks over here on the left. It's way easier to get up. I'm still gonna walk it. Yeah, this was like impossible a few months ago. Definitely doable now, but I'm not gonna go crazy right now. So So Cliffhanger, as the name implies, has a lot of exposed sections that, you know, part of the trail is only like 10 feet wide. With like, you know, a Jeep or something, that would be pretty intimidating. I'm a pretty beginner off-roader, so it's definitely above my pay grade, but it would be cool to actually try it out on a bike. So there's a few different ways to do this. You can ride the off-roading trail up to the start, or you can climb the trail called Haimasa, which is usually my preferred route. I don't know, it's a little more gradual and less punchy, which I like. It's not really much easier, but just a little bit different. This section's hard. Okay. It's like a 2-foot step up right there. Try this one. Oh, there we go. Don't think I'll be getting that last bit. You can see all the pedal strokes that I've hit right here. I'm not going to be shattering any records today. I've been off the bike for about 6 weeks, went back home for Christmas and whatnot, so I'm a little out of shape right now, but excited to get back into it. This is like my favorite thing to do, and it makes you healthy at the same time, which is really cool. And the more healthy you are, the more fun it is, because usually the better you get. But yeah, definitely feeling it right now. That and the elevation, I suppose. I'm at 4,500 or so feet right now. Still climbing. Been climbing for a little while. This trail really isn't all that long. It's like a 6 or 7 mile loop, but it definitely feels more like 15 when you're out here. It is nice though, because it's like all the climbing right away and then just the downhill to end it out. I mean, this trail, the climbing trail, is pretty hard, but I'm gonna chalk this off to the elevation for now. I don't know, I was at sea level for like 6 weeks and I've only been back for a couple days, so we're gonna blame it on that. And I guess just being a little out of shape, that's okay, but I'm excited to look back on this footage and hopefully laugh about it. And I'll be in much better physical condition, so that's something to look forward to. But all right, well, that 90-degree turn is right in front of me here. I can't remember how many times I've actually done it, but I'm pretty certain I've missed it more times than I've actually done it. So we'll see what happens here. All right, gonna take it wide, I think, by the edge. Oh, okay. Yeah, you have to either go real far to the inside and not hit a pedal down right here, or just take it real wide and hope you don't fall off the cliff. All right, that's like stage one of the climb done. There is a very, very short flat section here, and then go right back up to climbing. I'm going to be in southwest Utah the next few days, doing a lot of mesa and desert riding, which is very similar to this, just a lot of techie up and down. So getting a little bit of exercise in before I have to go and do that, but it's going to be a tough few days, I'm realizing now. But that's okay, it's part of the fun, make me stronger. Looking forward to that sweet downhill. I'm getting pretty close. Another 10 minutes of climbing probably. So back over there on that ridgeline, those big fins poking out, that's all part of the Behind the Rocks Wilderness Study area. It's on the backside of the MOAB rim. So about like 500 feet below that ridgeline is the city of Moab, or the town of Moab down that way. And then behind that, like 30 miles east of Moab, you have the La Salle Mountains, which are those beautiful peaks right there. And then looking back this way, there's like that opening out there with the rock formations up top. Down there, that's where the Colorado River goes through. It just carves its way through that canyon, which is what formed most of this canyon that I'm next to right now. And then those rocks out on the horizon, that's all Arches National Park out that way. So yeah, pretty cool. Very geologically diverse around here. But let's keep riding. Or not. Almost eat shit. Whew. So I'm gonna go to the left here. This is the midway point. This is what I typically do. So to go straight, use loop in another mile or two, and I'm not about the extra effort right now, so we're gonna go to the left. All right, well, I realized I forgot an extra battery and my camera is rapidly dying, so we're gonna get after it and haul ass down the trail. That's basically the end of the climbing. It's almost all downhill from here, which is a good thing. This is the start of the actual Captain Ahab trail. This is where it gets fun. One I remember. Yeah. Speed. Right behind you. Thank you. Have a good ride. Tight squeeze. Such a fun trail. Little bowl right here. Can't remember the line here. Oh, not that bad. Oh, I almost caught a pedal. Oh, I hate this spot coming up. Don't look down. Well, I really hope that was all recording. That would suck if it wasn't. A lot of this stuff you can roll, which I like. Obviously you want a little speed. If you brake abruptly, you'll go over your handlebars, which is never good. So just be aware of that. But yeah, most of this stuff is actually pretty doable. Which I think is why it's so fun. Oh, almost didn't make that. Sweet. is Captain Ahab. Super fun. Every time you do it, if you can clear like one more thing from the last, that's just like such a good feeling. That was like my 6th or 7th time doing that. Definitely cleared more than what I did when I first started, so it's just cool to see that progression. But yeah, this is one of my favorite trails in Moab. It's technically, I think, a double black, but I mean, I don't know, as long as you're a pretty competent rider, you should be able to clear most of that. There's no like mandatory gaps or real big drops or anything like that. I don't know. So just keep that in mind, I suppose. But yeah, if you're on vacation in Moab to mountain bike, honestly, you can skip Slick Rock. Do like an e-bike rental on that, and then save your legs for stuff like Captain Ahab. And there's definitely a lot of other trails in town that are pretty cool too. So sweet. Well, that was my first recorded ride, so I'm gonna look forward to going back through the footage, checking it out, see how difficult editing is, and yeah, go from there. I don't know, this could be the start of something fun for me, just to have a place for all my mountain bike videos to live and be able to look back and, you know, just see what I did at this period of my life. I think it'll be fun to look back on. This is low-key the hardest part. She's grinding out. Whew, and I made it. Sweet, well, I did it. Hallelujah.